All right, let's watch the moment Fox News host Will Cain panics and cuts the feed after Texas Democrat James Talarico asks one question. If Republicans oppose gerrymandering, why did 0 of them vote to ban it? Let's watch the full clip and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end.
Again, I've condemned all gerrymandering across the country. And in fact, when Democrats had a majority in Congress, they voted to ban gerrymandering in every state, red states and blue states. Do you know how many Republican members of Congress joined them in that effort?
Which one? I'm sorry. Which state did you just refer to?
I'm asking, do you know how many Republicans joined Democrats in the U.S. Congress to ban gerrymandering? All the Democrats voted for it. 0 Republicans voted for it. 0.
It's an odd.
So you can spare me the both sides rhetoric. It's clearly one side that is trying to rig the rules in the middle of the game. This is like 2 football teams coming out of the locker room at halftime, and the team that's ahead says they want to change the rules for the second half so they can win the game. All of us would be throwing food at the TV if that happened. We don't accept cheating in our politics. We don't accept cheating in our relationships. We shouldn't accept cheating in our elections.
I appreciate whatever you just referred to about the number of Democrat congressmen that I'm unfamiliar with who made this against Republican congressmen who opposed it. In my view, Representative, you gave the ballgame analogy. In my view, what has happened here is you've done something in certain states and you don't like it when it's done in Republican states. And now you're saying you've done the same thing as us. You've done the same thing as us, and we are going to, by the way, if you do it, we're going to ratchet it up even more, in the words of Gavin Newsom.
My party has never gerrymandered in the middle of the decade at the request of the President of the United States, nor would we. The only way this is going to happen in blue states is if Texas executes this power grab. You mentioned Massachusetts. Do you know the party of the governor that signed that map into law? He was a Republican. It was a Republican governor that signed that map into law. So I just want to be clear with our facts, and I don't want to muddy the waters. All of us, whether we're Democrats, independents, or Republicans, we should stand up to politicians who don't want to face accountability at the ballot box. That's exactly what's happening here. And I asked you, if Republican policies are popular, why do they need to redraw these maps? Why can't they just run on their policies?
I'm getting wrapped on time. I'm enjoying this conversation. I want to let it go on, and I apologize. That's such is the nature of cable television.
Oh, it's so exhausting every single time. You get this smug host, Will Cain in this case, who comes in with one single solitary talking point he's supposed to hammer home, and it's always the same one. Both sides are the same. He's not there to have a conversation or learn anything. He's there to run interference, to muddy the waters so his viewers can go on believing that the systemic cheating their party engages in is just, business as usual. And the second he gets hit with a fact he can't spin, a real verifiable fact, oh, sorry, we're out of time. It's pathetic. And this issue, gerrymandering, it's honestly one of the most important and least understood things corrupting American politics. The whole idea is just so fundamentally rotten. You have politicians, the people who are supposed to be working for us, literally drawing their own districts on a map with super advanced computer software to guarantee they can't lose. They are picking their voters, so the voters can't actually pick them, right? It's like the football analogy that Talarico used. The team that's ahead just decides to change the rules at halftime. It is, by definition, rigging the game. Now, Cain's whole defense, his whole reason for being, is to say, well, you do it too. And look, are Democrats completely innocent in this? No, of course not. You can point to states like Illinois or Maryland where Democrats have, drawn maps to their advantage. Anyone who says otherwise is being dishonest. But the Republican Party, they have turned this into a national, systemic, scientifically precise war on democracy. The scale and the intent are just on a completely different planet. You just have to look at the history. After 2010, the GOP ran this project called Red Map. It was a coordinated, heavily funded national strategy to win control of state legislatures right before the census, for the specific purpose of controlling the redistricting process. They poured millions into these small local races, all so they could then draw the congressional maps for the next decade. It wasn't a piecemeal thing. It was a hostile takeover. They executed a plan to install minority rule wherever they could, and frankly, it worked brilliantly. I think it was brilliant, wasn't it? And the consequences of that are, well, they're all around us. You get these districts that are so warped, so non-competitive, that the only election that matters is the primary. An incumbent in a deep red district isn't scared of a Democrat. They're scared of someone even more extreme, more MAGA, challenging them from the right. So they have like zero incentive to compromise, to listen to the other side, or to govern for everyone. They just have to scream the loudest to please the most extreme fringes of their base. That's how you get the politics we have now. That's the pipeline. This is exactly why so many Republican policies are so deeply unpopular with the majority of Americans, but they pass anyway. They don't need majority support. They don't need to win the argument on the merits of their ideas. Talarico just nails it with that final question before he gets cut off. If Republican policies are so popular, why do they need to redraw these maps? It's the killer question because there's no good answer. They do it because they can't win a fair fight. Their agenda of cutting taxes for the rich, stripping away rights, and ignoring climate change is not a majority position. And the receipt, the ultimate proof, is the one Cain pretended to be unfamiliar with. When Democrats had control of Congress, they put forward the For the People Act. It was a massive pro-democracy bill, and a core part of it was a nationwide ban on partisan gerrymandering for everybody. Red states and blue states. And the vote was revealing. Every single Democrat voted for it, and every single Republican voted against it. I mean, what more is there to say? One party is actively trying to end the practice, and the other is unanimously fighting to protect its ability to do it. So, honestly, this isn't some complex academic debate. It's incredibly simple. Gerrymandering is a cancer. It is the tool that allows a radical, unpopular minority to hold power over the majority. It is the primary engine of the polarization and dysfunction that has broken the American political system. And until it's banned, until we have independent commissions drawing fair maps, our votes will continue to matter less and less. It's about whether we want a representative democracy or not. It seems pretty clear which side the GOP and their mouthpieces at Fox News have chosen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments while you're down there. Hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.